Hey everybody, it's Andy here at Montoling. We are back for round 2 of the Vintage Challenge. We're playing HogaakVine today. I'm going to mulligan that one. So my opponent most recently has been playing 4-color Tinker. And I do think that this may be worth keeping. This particular one. With a Grixis Underworld Breach, sub-theme to it. So let's see, this hand is a little bit on the slower side of things, but obviously that could change depending on what we find with our Once Upon a Time. My opponent did mulligan to 5, so it looks like they're playing HogaakVine as well. So I don't think our start is great here, but they found a Bayou. So they are playing the slow version here. Interesting. I was going to say, it'd be highly unorthodox of my opponent to not have a turn 1 play. The good news is that they didn't go Bazaar into whatever it is they were going to do post-Bazaar, because in the mirror, that's quite often can be the deciding factor for sure. But let's Once Upon a Time as well and see what we got. I think we are looking for a Bazaar here. We have a couple cards that we're looking to discard here. Good discard equity with the Root Walla and the Bloodghast, and of course potentially something that we find off the top. So we did find a Bazaar. And I think that's what we're looking to do here. As I just mentioned, it's quite often the power play that you're looking for in these types of matches. So we are going to get our Root Walla, or our Benjamin, going with our Root Walla. So that's great. That was a good start for us, considering where we were sitting a minute ago with our opener. The Once Upon a Time came through. I don't usually like to bank hands on Once Upon a Time that, where you have 2 hollow ones and a Hogaak in your hand or something of that nature. Like, you got to be really careful with that. Okay. My opponent is on 1 land here, it looks like. Yeah. So, I mean, we're definitely going to wasteland them here. I think I want a Bazaar. This is aggressive. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Hogaak. Alright, my opponent's conceded. So in sideboarding, you want Leyline of the Voids. Don't think Alpine Moon is really where you want to be. And I think you cut some number of these pieces here. I could see a Boseiju potentially coming in here to be able to remove a Leyline. I think the best thing to probably do is just cut a red Root Walla here, but I think this is where I want to be. Alright, this looks like a really nice opener, guys. We're going to keep this one. Yeah, so we both have ley lines. Okay. Now, one of the things we need to watch here is Force of Vigor with Leyline in our hollow one. But it's pretty hard to avoid that. They found a wooded foothills. Okay. I mean, I don't know if it's ever correct to play around the Force of Vigor line, but perhaps it is. Let's see what we find here. Not a very good one, to be honest. Deathrite is not looking overly good here in this situation. That could change with a Force of Vigor. I have double fetch, so I think it's a question of I want Deathrite or Wasteland. A Boseiju wouldn't have been bad here either. I think I'm going to take the Wasteland. And I am taking the more aggressive line here of playing out the hollow one. Oh boy, what a stinker that was. I think we let Hogaak go here, and let's just hope they don't have a Force of Vigor. We're in a substantial amount of trouble if they do, given the context of our hand, but interesting they're fetching here. Maybe it is a Boseiju of theirs. Yeah, it is. Oh no, okay, Once Upon a Time. Interesting. I mean, I don't think our Bazaar is likely long for this world. They found a Wasteland. But they did not Force a Vigor us there, so that is something. Mm-hmm. Deathrite Shaman, yeah. Deathrite, as I said earlier when we were deciding on our Once Upon a Time between Wasteland and Deathrite, Deathrite currently does not look very good. I am going to Wasteland the Bayou here. It's possible that we're going to get roasted because they have a Bazaar in hand still, but okay, that's good news. Wasteland, okay. I'm going to go and get a Bayou here. I decided against playing the Boseiju based on that may answer a hollow one at some point. If they do get like it's an answer to a Bazaar or a hollow one or something like that if I get into trouble. Okay, yeah, I think a Bayou is correct here. I'm gonna cast a Deathrite. I feel better having a Deathrite on the table in the event that Force of Vigor does occur. So what will be interesting is does my opponent Wasteland my Bayou? Okay. It appears to me my opponent is building up towards hard casting a Vengevine. That seems what the likely play is here. but we are going to continue marching along here. I think now I am going to play the Beseju, because I don't really want to crack this unless I absolutely have to. So next, I'm going to Once Upon a Time at the end of their turn. Of note, my opponent is down to 7 life, and they may be able to hard cast something here for 4 mana, but we'll see. The fact that there's nothing in the graveyard is fairly good for me. Okay, so that's what it is. They are hard casting something here. Yeah. Okay, let's see what our Once Upon a Time finds us, eh? Mm-hmm. I mean, they are going to wasteland me here. Like, do I want a Bazaar? Kind of discarding some reasonably good cards here to do that. I'm not sure I'm keen for that. I think I'm going to take the Strip Mine, to be honest. There's nothing to use in our graveyards. Huh, wish I took a Bazaar now, didn't I? Well, I think we do go in and trade here. Just the world we're living in. I am going to Strip Mine them. And I think I will take their Wasteland. A little bit awkward. A little bit of an awkward situation. Oh, let's get her going. Oh, Seiju, okay. They have used... Their Bayou is gone. So they technically shouldn't have any fetchable mana. I guess they can go and get up a Seiju of their own. Like, I'm just wondering, do I want to actually get rid of this ley line? But that turns on their Deathrite Shaman. So it's just highly unlikely to be worth doing. Like, it's just likely better to start having mana to cast things. Yeah. What an interesting holding pattern this is. Now, I can cast Vengevine next turn at the expense of my Beseju. I lose one of my Besejus, but I think that's worth it. Like, okay, that's decent. Hmm. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to get a Dryad Arbor here? Like, being able to squeeze through an extra damage somewhere could be fairly significant, but this is also my ability to get a red source. And I think I just have to get a red source here. I'm not happy about it, but like, if I find myself a Blazing Root Wall, it's just worth it. Okay, it's a big play, guys. See how we do. Okay, my opponent went to 1. Uh-oh. Here comes their play. Another vine, yeah. Tit for tat. Okay. Ooh, guys, Black Lotus. Doesn't really help right now, does it? Let's trade. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Problem is now, because they have 4 mana, this could get ugly for me quickly if they're the ones that find another vine here. Yeah, okay. Like we're kind of just in a holding pattern here. Can't get gacking. I'm not feeling too good about this for some reason. It's very, very close. Yeah, there's a vine. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Force of Vigor might be the worst here. They have double death right though. I'm losing. Definitely no. I need some help off the top. We have a lot of draws though. Like any Root Walla. Yeah, Bloodcast. Yeah. Force of Vigor. Okay. So what I could do here, guys, is interesting. Is I can actually hardcast a Force of Vigor. The Force of Vigor, I believe, is going to go to my graveyard. Like I remove the ley line. They have tapped their 2 black mana here. There are no lands in the graveyard, and I can drain them. I think that works. They're at 1 life here. Okay. That line does work. So let's see. We're going to kill this, and I guess this. Take their black source. Right. Let me make sure. I'm very nervous of screwing this up here. Ley line. This. There we go. All right. That was a nice win there, guys. It's such a delicate, intricate dance playing the mirrors of these, and that one was a very bizarre game for sure. No pun intended. Regardless, hope you enjoyed the match. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments, and we will see you guys for round 3.